Welcome to Reno TV. I'm Sharon Spangler. As many of you know, Nevada has among the highest, if not the highest, unemployment and foreclosure rate in the country. The good news is there is some help on the way. The federal government has selected Nevada as one of the states to receive more than $150 million in federal funding. And with me to talk more about that program is Lon DeWeese. Well, you're a board member and you're also the Secretary Treasurer of the Nevada Affordable Housing Assistance Coordination. And you also have a state job that we probably should mention.
The Nevada Affordable Housing Assistance Corporation is the designee from the U.S. Treasury for what is known as the Hardest Hit Fund. That was originally designated by President Obama last year to go out to the 5 hardest hit states as determined, as you mentioned, by the foreclosure rate and the unemployment rate, sort of a misery index, if you will. It's since been expanded to include 19 additional states, or total of 19 states. Each of those states was given an opportunity to design a program to assist its state in the most beneficial way as designated by its selected nonprofit organization. In Nevada, the Nevada Affordable Housing Assistance Corporation put together a business plan that the U.S. Treasury vetted and approved 4 specific programs for the state of Nevada. And we can be talking about any one of those 4.
And you are already working for the state of Nevada as a financial officer, the chief financial officer for the housing division. So you're a great person to be doing this program because it involves a lot of money and a lot of requirements on the part of folks who are watching right now and may be interested and may be in that situation where they're facing a foreclosure. So maybe first off, talk a little bit about who is eligible.
Well, let's start with the first program, the one that's already been rolled out in the 2 big urban areas of the state, and that is the Mortgage Assistance Program, commonly referred to as the MAP program. That program is designed to help people of low to moderate income who are temporarily unemployed or underemployed. And when we talk about the underemployed population, we're talking about people who have had a reduction of at least 50% in their annual income. And this program is designed to provide them with assistance in paying the principal and interest portion of their mortgage each month for up to 6 months. And the assistance will be up to $500 per month to help them with that payment. And it's hoped that during that payment benefit period that those folks will be able to use that savings to either reduce any delinquency or penalty fees that they've incurred with their mortgage, or to perhaps assist them through programs sponsored by the Department of Employment Training and Rehabilitation for training.
Now, is this a loan or is this a free grant?
It is technically called a grant, but we do require that there be a lien placed on the property to keep people in the home for up to 5 years, but there's no payoff, if you will. It is self-extinguishing, so if somebody stays in their home for 5 years, that lien disappears.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, you've already started this program in Las Vegas and in Reno?
We started in Washoe County in a soft rollout. We felt that we wanted to test out all of our systems, our procedures, our staff, as well as the phone bank that we use to actually do the screening and application process for potential applicants. Now we are also open and accepting applications in Clark County, and probably next week we'll get the balance of the state opened up so that the entire state will be eligible for the Mortgage Assistance Payment Program.
How's it going so far? Are you finding that people are actually qualifying?
We're actually quite heartened with the results so far. Of the first approximately 2,000 applicants that have come through our phone bank, our eligibility criteria and screening have led us to have a much higher rate of enrollment than would be experienced by other states that opened up a couple of weeks before us. So we're pretty heartened. We're looking at as many as 45 to 50% of the people that are being screened at the phone bank as actually qualifying for a full application, which, according to those people that are working on this, would be a very, very high, what is known as penetration rate.
That's fabulous. And so once somebody gets that application, then they have to go through the formal process. Are you really reliant on the lender, the mortgage companies, in order to make this work?
Well, Sharon, let me describe the process, and then we can go right into the relationship with the banks. First, though, all of the hardest hit fund programs do require some cooperation from the banks. A lot of bank loans do require that they approve any third party paying on a mortgage. And since the Mortgage Assistance Payment Program is considered a third party payment, your banker, if you qualify, will have to at least give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So far, nobody has turned down that money.
That's great.
But let me go also to the issue of applying. If a client does call to our phone bank, they are given a series of 5 to 10 what are called triaging questions to determine if they might be eligible. Once they are determined eligible, then they are immediately shifted over to an actual application process that is done over the telephone, where a series of application questions, information, background information is queried, and then the application is completed right there online. The only requirement beyond the telephone application is that the borrower does have to provide proof as to the information that they provide us over the phone. And once that is done, it goes right to our underwriters, who will be able to, in a matter of an hour, determine whether or not a borrower is eligible.
How soon are they getting this money to go towards their mortgage?
Our goal, as it originally was set, was 35 days or less. So far, we have not had anybody go beyond that.
And I hope I have the right number here. It's 855-428-HELP.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll put that number up on the screen.
And if they have any further questions, they can always go to our website. And our website has a lot of additional information regarding all of our programs, including the MAP program. And that website is NevadaHardestHitFunds.org. Great.
And my understanding is this is just the first of 4 programs that are coming into Nevada to help.
Sharon, that's correct. There will be a total of 4 programs, MAP being the first because it's aimed at the hardest hit first. In addition, we'll be doing a principal reduction program as well as a second lien relief. That is, people that have second mortgages that are interfering with any of the banks or federal programs designed to reconfigure a first mortgage. A second mortgage interferes with that, so we want to help borrowers eliminate that second mortgage so that they can get on with the business of reconfiguring their first loan. And the final program is the short sale program. Unfortunately, many Nevadans have been foreclosed or involved in losing their home. They are working with their banks on a short sale program, and as a consequence, there's a lot of elements associated with wrapping up your home ownership, getting a new buyer in, as well as getting transitioned into a rental property. And our short sale program is designed to help those folks out.
Now, how long does someone have to be unemployed? When I first read part of the requirement, it said low to moderate income people that this program was aimed towards, and they have to be homeowners. They have to have lived in Nevada for at least 6 months. There's a list of things. They have to be a legal resident of the United States. What if you're a person that actually made $150,000 a year but you lost your job? Is there a certain timeline of how long somebody has to be unemployed?
Well, it's not just the unemployed. It is also what your income level is, not only now but in the last 2 years. We're looking for people of low to moderate income, and on our website we have actual tables by county showing what the maximum income for an eligible borrower would be.
So is there any kind of theme running through as far as who the folks are? Does it just run across the board as far as the people so far who are qualifying?
Well, the people that are qualifying right now are almost exclusively those that are on some form of unemployment insurance through the Department of Employment Training and Rehabilitation. Then, in addition, they have to not only be citizens, but they have to be owner-occupiers of that home. There can be no investment property that is qualified for assistance under this program.
What is the ultimate goal? Is it to keep people in their homes?
Exactly. This program comes to us courtesy of the U.S. Treasury, and the portion of the Treasury that is involved in keeping people in their homes is really pushing the goal, and we endorse it, of retaining people in their homes. One of the greatest destabilizing aspects of this current economic crisis that so many states are enduring right now is the loss of home ownership, either through foreclosure, through unemployment, through strategic defaults, or others. And as a consequence, the home retainage is really the primary overarching goal of this program and all 4 programs except for the short sale.
What went into deciding that it would be $500 a month that you would get if you qualify? And in some situations, that seems like it wouldn't be enough money for folks who are really upside down in their home.
Well, upside down usually refers to the difference between the loan value and the home value. In this particular case, it was decided that because Nevada had nearly 200,000 people that are currently unemployed, and that number has been above 150,000 for well over a year, the thought was that we have a limited amount of dollars available, in excess of $50 million just for this MAP program. And how could we serve the most number of people the best? And rather than pay a fewer number of people a larger amount per month, we chose what we thought was a reasonable amount, up to 1/3 of their principal and interest. In that way, we can serve as many as 17,000 Nevada families.
That's fantastic. Is there anything else that you would like to add about the program?
Well, we certainly want to encourage people to call our phone bank. That again is 855-428-HELP, or to visit us online at our NevadaHardestHitFunds.org website.
Well, we really appreciate what you're doing and being on the board of this group that has really taken this project on, and all the work that you do for the state, working for affordable housing for the state of Nevada. And thank you for joining us and helping to explain this program.
Sharon, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you all for joining us.